Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the final word. Newcastle United 0. Everton 1. Yes. And away you win. I'd forgotten what that felt like. It feels like good times are back again. Yeah.
Sam Allardyce
We're joined by Michael, who's here to discuss it with us. It's good. I'm happy. Baz.
It's boss.
Baz rocking. Is that an original?
Retro.
Is that like your dad's?
Just amazing.
Or is it a new one?
No, yeah.
Okay.
It's boss.
Just wanted to check.
Yeah, it's good. Sam Allardyce involved in our last 2 events. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's great to go up there and beat them because
we
just
Geordies are dickheads.
Well,
yeah, I mean that's your view. I agree.
No, because of Benitez and everything else.
Yeah.
And the fact. No, it was really good, wasn't it? Because we'd done the preview and we spoke about not losing. That was the first thing to ensure we don't lose the game, because obviously they were close to us. But to get the win, you know, it was a game we should have been looking to win, given the run we're on and stuff like that, and the run we've got coming up. So to win the game and to have that nice little gap in the middle of the table was excellent.
That was one of those games, wasn't it, that you think there'd be nothing more Everton than going to lose to a team that lost 5 on the bounce. There'd be nothing more, and like conceding 7 or something.
Going through the team who hasn't scored this season, that kind of thing. Like,
I go to Newcastle's team, I didn't even know them. Never mind know if they'd scored or not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's been a lot of discussions this week, not from Evertonians, from other people outside the club, talking about the way we played against Liverpool and how we'd set up, and it was all this negative, well, if that's the way, happy the way you're playing. Well, last night showed we don't necessarily play like that. I mean, the team that was picked looked like a lot more. I mean, I know there was only a couple of changes, but it was a lot more balanced and had a lot more. You felt like we were going to go there and try and win the game and not try and just scrape a draw.
More offensive, wasn't it? And we knew that we had to do that. Every game's in isolation, so people can go on about whatever they want about the Liverpool game, but you know, we put the blueprint out for everybody else, and West Brom took the mantle up last night and done the same. So that was the way it was. They were scoring goals for fun. Why should you go there and play 4-4-2 and let them? I mean, Man United went there and done exactly the same.
Well, Arsenal got
Chelsea
hammered. I think it was like 3 or 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah.
So, you know, and Arsenal got good. I mean, Arsenal come and spanked us. So it shows you that, you know, every team, there's a way of playing against them. You've got to respect everyone, and I think he had respect last night for Newcastle in terms of knew what the crowd would be like with getting them going.
I was worried actually last night, because obviously in the daytime there'd been talk that they were just about to be bought out, and I worried that was going to really help the atmosphere, the crowd. But I couldn't believe how flat the atmosphere was. I'm not having a go. I mean,
the first 15 minutes, I thought they were all right.
No, but and that's where we quietened them down. First 15 minutes, he had a real go at us, and we looked not edgy, but Allardyce had said himself, didn't he, that there was a lot of tired legs left over from the hard work.
Looked edgy in the first minute when Martina brought Yedlin down
on the edge of the box,
because he went sliding in the box. You're thinking,
oh,
please, what it was.
Yeah.
Well,
no, but we looked edgy, but he said it was because of the tiredness. Not, you know, he's not going to start doing this thing that I've seen some fans like. Why isn't Lookman playing and why isn't Vlasic playing? I said, well, because we've got a set of players who know what the job is, and then we'll introduce those players slowly. But you could see there was a little, I don't know whether it's tiredness or whatever, but we eked through that first 15 minutes, and then the crowd did go flat, and I thought that was a bit strange.
Well, in most games you just got to get through like the first 20 minutes, half an hour, 0-0. Even if you manage to score an early goal, perfect.
Yeah.
But the way we are now, more intent on just like keeping a clean sheet for the first 20 minutes, half an hour, and just go into the game more. And you know, you like you said before, you know, every game's in isolation. You feel how that game's going, and just play to that.
But that's all it's about, isn't it? The moment clean sheets. We spoke about it when we were in the midst of our terrible run, and the clean sheet. I know people highlighted at the time that we weren't scoring goals. Yeah. But for me, it's always been about conceding goals, because you can't eke out wins like this. No. You can't keep a clean sheet. And I think that showed massively again last night.
Well, it's always gonna put pressure on you to score goals, isn't it? If you can't keep a clean sheet, you're having to score 3 goals a game to get to hopefully get any result. You can't do it.
No, I mean, but you know, going back to the game itself, we started to get ourselves into the game, but I thought what was great was the goal itself. If you go back and watch that goal, apart from the keeper making the save, that's a brilliant goal. That is absolutely brilliant goal. I think it starts with Sigurdsson closing down on our left hand side, and then the ball gets played through the defence, through the midfield, goes wide, and then it falls onto Lennon's head. And okay, Rooney's got a knock in, but if you take that goal from its very start, it's very much like the goal. Which one was it? The second goal.
The second in Limassol.
In Limassol.
Yeah.
And you just think, there's a team that wants to play football. Okay, it's got instructions from the manager and the coaching staff of when to put your foot through it and all that. But now it's almost like partly what Koeman wanted and dreamed, but he didn't install the discipline.
Even going back to what Martinez would have wanted, the
no.
football.
The defenders didn't touch the ball. The defenders needed about 9 or more touches.
Didn't spend 5 minutes on our 18-yard line.
Yeah, let's get realistic about this now. That goal last night is a long ball goal if you live in Martinez's head. Because it got to back to front within like 10 seconds. That's long ball for Martinez.
Yeah.
So let's not confuse the fact of what we're talking about again. Yeah. That's him. He's like, no.
Anti-football.
You put a cross in the box.
That's what he called it.
He would have added disallowed with the goalie saving. Martinez.
He'd have gone to the 4th official.
He would have.
There's a foul there.
Disallowed that goal. It's not beautiful.
It was a good goal. 16 passes, wasn't it? It was a good goal, and the 1-2, the lovely little flick. I think it's. He plays it round the corner. Is it Lennon first, or is it Calvert-Lewin?
So Lennon to Rooney to Calvert-Lewin.
So then to play like a little move, and what I liked about it was Rooney lays it off to Calvert-Lewin, then charges into the box, but he stays alive. When that cross comes in, Lennon gets his head on it and stops.
Yeah.
But Rooney's ready. Rooney is sniffing out.
That's just experience, though, innit? How long's he been around?
You've got to expect goalkeepers and defenders to make mistakes, and when you do, you get the scrap.
Or even it's not expecting them to make mistakes; it's just gambling on it. And if it'll come off, say fucking once out of 10 times, but it's that one that will get you the goal.
Exactly.
It epitomised, I think, what we can do when we because we've seen that against Huddersfield, didn't he? Those little bit of interplay between players, quick passes, and it's not like that. What Allardyce wants to see, I think, is what defenders defend and attackers attacking the right way. And I don't think he really cares how attackers attack. If it's 16 passes or it's 1 pass, if the ball into the back of the net, he's not bothered. He just wants the players to be happy, I think. I think what you've seen at the moment is a team happy. You've got players like Ashley Williams who are happy doing their job. You've got people like John Joe Kenny happy. You've got Rooney happy. You've got players all over the pitch doing what they do without it being like, it doesn't feel like there's like it doesn't feel like everyone's being told you've got to do this one thing. It feels like people are, and he said it himself, I'm going to find out what the players want, where they want to play, how we're going to use that, even if they want to be at the club. It's all going in the same direction because everyone's on board. Under Koeman, you didn't feel like that was the way. It was like, I'm not saying it was like Koeman's, but I think it was like Koeman or nothing, was it, at the time?
It seemed very much like he had his favourites, like with the whole Barkley situation and stuff like that. And if you didn't like his way, it was fucking you'd out in the cold, like.
Which is fine, but I do think you've got to, as a manager, I think you've got to bend to the will of your players, because at the end of the day, there's only one of you, and there's 30 probably, or 25 or whoever of them, and it's annoying because I'm not saying some players would have done better, but you just like to think if a manager's a little bit more open-minded, let's say, you can get that little extra percent out of them.
Why does it matter?
Why does it matter what?
Because I've heard it over Martinez, and I've heard it over Koeman. If he'd have just done that, he'd still be here. Well, he isn't still here because he wouldn't do that, and we've got the man.
No,
I'm not saying so. I'm just saying in
general. He's having a go at me. He's trying to.
No, it's all right. No, I just think, I think, you know, I heard that argument, so I've only done that, he'd still be the manager. I'm like, well, why would you want him to be the manager? Because he
To be honest,
because he couldn't do that.
But I wasn't thinking that. What I was thinking, if only he'd done that, maybe some players would still be at the club.
Still be here.
That's the way I'm thinking about it. But I look at someone like, I look at like Delafeu, let's just say, and think, and don't get me wrong, and it's on film, I wasn't that arse when we let Delafeu go. But maybe someone like Allardyce would have got more out of him, just simply because he would have gone, well, okay, listen, you can do that all day, but just do one thing for me. You know, like when you know you come home from school and your mum want to go do us a favour, just do that homework for us, and then you can go and burn down that house or go out on your scrambler bike or whatever you want to do, son. You know the score. You know the score.
The thing going back to Delafeu was Koeman said before that first game against Spurs, he was like, right, Lukaku's injured, fair enough, you're my striker. Yeah. And then you seen him the West Brom game, got dragged off, didn't get dragged off though. Got moved around. It was McCarthy, I think, who got dragged off. Yeah. But since then, you never fucking seen him.
Well, that was it.
He never got played up there.
That's what I'm saying. That's a perfect example of maybe promising something to a player and then going back on your word, and that a player's just going to go, hang on, didn't you say?
Yeah.
And then maybe, and this is the bad part, then a footballer will go, well, I'm just not going to do anything for you then. Whereas I think with what Allardyce is so far, it's just gone, what do you like doing, what do you like doing, Ashley?
Yeah.
I like kicking the ball and defending and heading it away. Sound. Do us a favour, just do that for us then. Everyone's happy. Whereas before it felt like other things. It's like, again, you can go back to Martinez and go like, what do you like doing, this, Stan? I like making mistakes and then running very fast and clean them up. Sam, just keep doing that. What I don't like is passing it out from the back. No, keep passing it out from the back.
I wonder what that conversation with Martin is like. What do you like doing?
Well, we'll talk about that, like, but if it's working.
I think the thing with Allardyce is, and he said this before he took the job, it's simplifying everyone's role. Yeah. And it looks now, I mean, listen, you see pictures of them training and all that, but the ones I've seen in preparation for the Newcastle game, they were all smiling and laughing, and I think he's probably just gone in and they've gone, and you know what, he's got that many people there now, hasn't he? You've got himself, you've got Sammy Lee, you've got Morgan, you've got Shakespeare, you know,
obviously Ferguson and that's
people
still there.
He wants more as well, doesn't he? He wants more.
He wants a team with him, so each player is being given the right instruction. You can just see that in the way they play. Garner, all of a sudden, his level's gone right back up.
Yeah.
He's probably gone in and just gone to the likes of Ashley Williams. You're a defender, just defend. Yeah. Forget the passing out from the back. Defend first. You do that. And everyone, when you look at that side now, nobody looks like they're going, what am I doing? Like, even I watched his post-match on Everton TV last night, and he was talking about Vlasic. And he said, I just give him a job to do. So I wanted to have a look at him. He's come in, doesn't know his role all the time. And I said to him, go on and play that role. He said, and he done well. And that's it. It's like, you go on and just go and do that for me. And I think, I've said it before, footballers, for all the money they've got and all the cars they drive and the wags and all that, they're stupid. They like to be told.
Well, hang on. I'm going to use a different phrase rather than stupid.
I'll keep stupid.
The blunt instruments.
Yeah.
That's what they are. You give them a job.
Is your blunt instrument clever?
I just wanted to say, I wanted to just the blunt instruments, if you give them like last night.
I'd like to be told what
last to do. Night, it wouldn't be any surprise to me if he just went to Tom Davies, do me a favour, go on that pitch and just cause as much shit as you can. Right? Just boil piss, right? Because Tom Davies is actually really good at that. He's boss at winning fouls. He's boss at winning fouls.
Allardyce has got that in him
exactly.
as well, hasn't he? You know,
but you'd imagine that Allardyce would, whereas other managers would go, here's all these instructions, you just go and boil some piss, lad. Go out there, win the ball, get fouled, waste time, cause trouble, make people kick you. And Tom Davies
they've gone. He said about showing the players, because you haven't had loads of time on the training ground, showing them the visual stuff and all that. He'll have looked there and gone, look, you're going to Anfield and then you're going to St James's Park, two potentially hostile places. I know Anfield's not what it used to be, but it still can be. Break the game up. We've said it for ages. Break the game up. When you win, and or if it's 0-0, slow it. I've seen it enough times. People moan about it, but never shout up. you know, saying to you before, watching him at Anfield in '95, kicking the ball away for goal kick about 5 times, letting it hit him and roll you, and the veins are bulging in the cop, and he's laughing his head off. And do all of that, roll around. It's people might go, that's games. It's called game management, and it's called when how many times has it happened to us at Goodison?
Well, fucking...
With teams, you know, Ben Foster wastes time after 7 seconds at Goodison and still does it.
There are teams that do come to Goodison who are just like that, who will take half an hour for a goal kick, that kind of
foreign sides do it, and it stops you getting momentum up. And if you mix that with clear instructions and then ability, it's
like
Calvert-Lewin last night, booting the ball away.
Well, Calvert-Lewin he goes to take the kick, and he knows, doesn't he? There's 10 minutes to go. I'll take a yellow card for that. That's sound. How many times do we sit here and go
10 seconds to go? It was the 93rd minute.
When we played Leicester and they scored their first goal, and you're just thinking, Tom Davies, just kick him, lad. Put him out of the stand. How many times you say that? Last night there was
Tom
Davies in the corner. There was Rooney time wasting when. I'm made up.
I'm Pickford.
Pickford
was doing that off the goal, winking at them and everything.
I see it at Goodison.
He's Sunderland, isn't he? So
when you see it at Goodison, when you see like subs and the crowd are going, and you're like, what are you doing? I'd love to see our team doing this. And finally, it's that. You know, that's what. How many times have we the last few minutes of a game when you're just like, we're trying to speed the game up. You seen it on Sunday. Sigurdsson, last minute, he tries to cut inside, and Sammy Lee's going, fucking corner, what are you doing? And luckily we got a throw and the game was dead. And still things like that.
I think it was the game against Bournemouth this season, like Nias had just scored the 2 goals, and I think when Kenny came on, I think it was Kenny and Tom Davies just had it in the corner for like 5 minutes. And that was brilliant, just to, wind them up, like, but...
That's in you. People go on about, like, it's this, that. That's what, I don't know whether it's like a Scouse thing or whatever. I remember Rooney doing it at 16 against West Brom, telling 35-year-old Kevin Campbell to run and hold the ball in the corner flag, because it's about, at the end of the day, when a final whistle goes, you don't sit back and go, the way we wasted some time there. You go, get in, we've won the game, and we get on to the next one, and it's that will win Everton. That's how you win cups. I'm not saying Everton will win it, but that's how you win trophies, because you have that nasty seat and you're clever. You've seen the best team in the world, Liverpool, in the friggin' 80s, and the back pass.
No coincidence that they've not won a league since the back pass. Honestly,
no, but they were experts at wasting time, rolling around, throwing everything. And United have done it in the 90s. And you've seen Fergie, you've seen Chelsea do it. The top teams do it.
Season,
well, they will know, because they look at every break, every aspect of the game down, and go, right, bring a defender and do this. If we're winning, do that. If we're getting beat, do that. It's a whole thing. So then players know, right, this instruction is that. And I mean, last night it was all, they go like that in the sock with Sam's playbook, didn't he? Like, take the piss.
He's a pragmatist though, Sam Allardyce. That's probably... everyone just thinks he's a, who farts yard dog football merchant, but he's pragmatic in what he does and how he gets his sides to set up.
He's come in and within, even taking the West Ham game up, because I know a lot of people like.
No, I put the West Ham game in.
Well, it is because I put it in.
He was the manager that day, so for me,
and he did. People don't know he spoke to the players before the game.
Rooney said he had an effect, because we knew he was in the stand.
But he even spoke to them. He said I gave them 2 instructions.
Win the game.
So he was involved, but since he's come in, to concede 1 goal in 5 games, given that we couldn't go 10 minutes without conceding a bastard goal before then, it's incredible.
Well, if you would have said this time last week we'll take 4 points out of the next 2 away games, we'd have laughed at you.
He was saying, but you'd look and go, they made up with 2 points. If we get 2 draws, you go, all right, we get Swansea.
It's not even 3 weeks ago since we played Southampton, and I swear to God, I was just about to do a Reggie Perrin that day. Honestly, they were just going to find a
walk on back in.
They were going to find a bag of clothes on a beach somewhere, and with me gone. That's how I felt. I mean, I was going to have a different life somewhere else, but
it's going to be a Man City fan somewhere.
Mate, I was going straight to Real Madrid. If I was going to change
team, I thought you were going to go Paris. I'll be honest.
Well, maybe it's a beautiful, it's an expensive place to live, though. You know what I mean? That wasn't even 3 weeks ago, and the transformation. And I think he actually said himself, Sam Allardyce actually says, I can't believe that it's the same defenders that are because That's the mad thing. You look at our back four at the moment, and you don't go, well, it's our first choice back four. It's not.
Well,
it's actually.
It's 3 right backs now.
But and a centre half. It's almost like the second string back four.
It is almost.
You've got a kid who, okay, we bigged him up to play right back, and I think we've been proved right ultimately. But you had Martina and Holgate playing there before him. You've now got Holgate playing centre back, who certainly wasn't playing centre back for anyone else this season. You've got Williams, who we all thought was finished, absolutely finished, and you've got Martina. Do I need to say anything more? Playing left back, so you've got this ragtag of players suddenly.
You would have thought it'd be Coleman, Keane, Jags and Baines, wouldn't you? That's what you'd say if you'd had to pick it. If I said to you pick, the
real Fab Four.
The real Fab
Four.
You would have thought it was them, whereas now. But I think now you're looking and going, well, the two centre half. I mean, I still think Michael Keane will be a big player for us.
So do I, but I wouldn't split them up.
Not at the moment, because you can't in football.
Sam Allardyce said that last night. He said they've got Jagielka and Keane, who both banging on the doorstep. But why would I change this back four?
Reckon when Coleman gets back in, it'll be Kenny over to left back then, or
no? Because what I think about Coleman is Coleman is going to take time to get back. It's all right. I
think he'll play like midfield when he comes back for a bit.
It's all right saying, when he comes back, but when he comes back and when he's fit, that might be the right time to give John Joe Kenny a little blow. Then that's what you want. And John Joe Kenny's the kind of kid who'll go, "Fuck off, Seamus Coleman. I'm staying, and I'm the kid now. I'm not giving up anything." And because he's the one to me that looks, out of all the young players, looks like the one who's up for it. He looks like a future Everton captain. I don't care what anyone says. He's got the attitude, and he is Everton.
It's the Scouse thing as well. It's the little bit of our bastard about you.
Well, I'll tell you what he's got. I'll tell you what John Joe's got, and this mightn't be what everyone wants to hear, but when you see Carragher, right, and you see him talking, and he's got that. It's not arrogance. It's just that Scouse. Nouse. Actually, I don't like the fact that rhymes, but he's got that little bit of you know what I mean, I'm a bit streetwise, and you feel like about Ken. When you look at Davies, he's quite quiet, and all the other kids are I'm not saying they're so consumed with just getting on playing football, whereas Kenny's almost footy sound, but I know what I'm doing, so I don't think that would be an issue when he comes back.
I think that with Davis. I think Davis is that. He's just confident in his own ability. I don't think he doesn't front it as much as Kenny, but I think Tom Davis is the player that knows he's a good player.
But that's what I'm saying.
Just goes, I'm a good player. I don't need to do that, and I'll take them. But he likes to tackle, and like we seen last night, he likes to wind the opposition fans up, giving them little smirks and laughing at them, and I love that. But Kenny is more. Kenny, if there was a kick-off, I think Kenny'd be the first one in there.
That's what I'm saying. Not being a captain and being a leader,
there, wouldn't he? Like Rooney. So,
whereas I think, but what I will say, is. Say at the beginning of the season, say John Judd played last season and had finished the season like Davies had finished and hadn't started the first game of the season, I think someone like John Joe Kenny would be knocking on the door going, what the fuck's going on? Where I think Tom Davies more okay, that's okay, well, I'll get back in the team at some point. I think Kenny's the kind he'd be fucking knocking on the door going, listen, just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I'm going to be sitting on the bench, you know what I mean? So I've got no problem with that. Listen, you get this.
But the likes of them, the best thing that could have happened was Koeman going. I know he put them in and a different thing, but he had, for those lads now, they've been able to establish themselves, haven't they? Holgate at centre back.
That was one of my biggest criticisms of Koeman, was you'd see half an hour of a player and then you wouldn't see him for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, because he'll be like, oh no, he's too good, we want to protect him, want to bring him on in our way, whereas they needed, the way our team was, we needed that little bit of spark.
I think Koeman as well.
I think he'd lost his way.
It was an easy option to drop kids. Whereas you only have to look at Dominic Calvert-Lewin to see, he's got a player there. He's coming straight away and he's buzzing about all of them. Don't forget.
He was very good.
Don't forget. A couple of weeks ago, Nias was the saviour of the world for us, right? Now he's not even getting on in games. You know what I mean? Because I know he started against Liverpool, but he's rubbish. Well, it was either him or Jagielka, and he went with the weird sub, because that's what he does. That's the kind of man. Maybe in time he'll
Nias will still have a part of it.
Yeah, exactly. But the point,
no question.
What I'm saying is though, he's Dominic Calvert-Lewin
around, and he already.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you can see physically growing on the pitch as a player. Just some game management, just winning free kicks, holding the ball, clever little passes. Just his touch was better again last night. He wanted to protect it last night. Where Sunday,
he didn't hold it up very well, and I was saying to you, he's got to be better than, if he's R1, he's got to keep it. I know he's a kid and people can go, well, he's only a bait, but it doesn't matter, if he's in the team, he's got to do that job. Last night I thought
he's a lot better though when Everton's like flown a bit quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Huddersfield goal, that flick for Sigurdsson. You know,
if you look at him, he's got it really. As a centre forward, he's got everything. He's good in the air. His touch is good. He's like a skillful player. He's not slow. He's quite pacey.
He's not scared either.
He's not frightened. He'll have a go. He just needs, if he can put a little bit more weight on, just a bit, just to beef him up a little bit.
He just needs to get a better goal ratio as well.
Yeah.
If you become a 1-3 striker, you'd be perfect for a player of his type. An absolute pair. I mean, at the moment, what is he, like a 1-4 maybe a bit more, but we've seen loads of chances this season. You should have put that away, kid. And if he had, there would have been an important goal.
It's like the header against Limassol.
Exactly, they come at real.
And the one at Palace at 2-2.
They come at important times, but he's learning, and the manager's got faith in him again. Easy option would be to leave him out, but the manager appreciates. But he does things. He causes trouble. He wins penalties. He winds other people up as well. I'm not being funny. At 20 years of age, I would love to have been a hay figure for Liverpool. Well, that's what it was, but that was a different thing. But wouldn't you have loved if you were
Evertonians or
Liverpool, maybe. Just be my general when I was 20. No, but if I was 20 years old and I played for Everton, it'd be nothing more than being a hay figure than for Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
So again, it was. I think we started with the defence and suddenly it's finished with.
You're just going through the fact that the jobs were there. It was like Sneijder last night. Now he wasn't amazing.
Well, that was their best performance together, wasn't it? Sneijder and Garner for a long time.
He was much better. We wanted the ball last night. He was moving it on like he was last season. Things are a bit quicker. Because this season he's been like playing at a snail's pace, hasn't he?
With them two though, it's like you're saying about everyone having their own jobs. They both tried to get on the same blade of grass.
Yeah.
And they're both trying to win the same ball and that, and it's just you'd either drop one of them or that needs to be drilled.
I think the last kind of 15 minutes when Rooney gone off, you're seeing how much we needed someone in that middle of the park who could play with the ball. Having them two, it didn't work because Garner, I thought Garner was brilliant. Like, I give him under the match because I thought he was everywhere last night, but it was only near the end when he started running the ball out, and then he got a couple of. We needed someone to do that.
Shelby sent off, didn't he?
With the same thing. So that's what when there's two of them in there, it's more destructive. Where you're looking and going, how can we keep this team together? It's having someone maybe alongside Garner who's pacey, who can do maybe Darren Zonzi, who we've been linked with, who's quite quick.
A bit of an engine,
who can just take the ball from one end to the other quickly, or give it to Rooney and get it or whatever. But no, it was the defence, which is what almost Eddie Izzard that gone back 20 minutes. The defence was is excellent because, like you said before, he seems to have simplified it.
Well, even if they hit the bar, haven't they, just before we scored.
That shot by Marino.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The Marino shot. You look at the defence and how it's set up actually perfect for the way we're playing. I know someone should be going out to him.
That's what I was saying.
But if you look at it in isolation, someone should be going out to close it down. But if you look at it in the whole game, Allardyce won't be bothered because the defence is solid, right? And what a good team would. The shot is brilliant, and he's really unlucky he doesn't score. But what good teams have been doing before Allardyce came in is they've been moving our defence around. So if someone runs out of that, then good teams put the ball into that space, and that we've just sat there as two banks of four and gone, we'll have a shot then. If it goes in, then well done, lad. Do you know what I mean? Well done. If you can beat our goalkeeper from there, then you've done well, lad. Fair play to you. But the chances of him putting, and again, this is Allardyce. I think this should be most managers who've got a brain. Is what are the chances of scoring from there compared to the chances of him slipping it into the space that the players just run out of? Well, the chances are higher of slipping in. So that they're the margins that Allardyce works in, and I think that they're the margins.
I mean, it was a great strike.
It was,
and if that goes in off the post, you go, someone should have gone out to him, but
you can't do anything about that.
And like you say, it's cutting down the options. Maybe 4 weeks ago we'd have all gone running out, they'd have just gone bing, and the lads here goal.
Different managers have different things. Some managers have play zonal marking, some play man-to-man marking, some have defenders on the post. Some don't have defenders on the post. They'll all have their individual reasons. And listen, when it works, you go. And when it doesn't, you go, fuck.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own. For years, Moyes used to put Lee Carsley on the front post on every corner, and the amount of times he headed it away was because he looked at the videos and gone, where the most balls come in at bat suggestively flat. And if I put someone in there who's got a big bold head, he'll just bounce it away, and it worked nearly all the time. And they're the margins that managers like them percentage managers go, where can I find those little things? And that shot, listen, if it gone in, I would have gone, fucking hell, lad. I would have had a moan that no one closed. Of course I would have. But when you'd have to take your hat off and go, he hasn't half it. Yeah, but that's where I think managers are like Allardyce and Moyes get those little percentages.
There'll be another one who does the same kind of thing, won't he?
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? It is what it is. We had a little bit. We did ride our luck in the first half. They hit the post twice. We scored our goal, the keeper spilled. That's the way it is. But 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, both of them go in against us, and three other deflections, and it's a foul or it's offside or whatever.
Or we had no one in the box.
Yeah, well, we didn't have anyone in the box, did we, for a large portion of the season? But we got in at half time. Rooney again, goal number 9 of the season.
He's bossing him.
He is just boss.
I love the fact that he's the captain. I love the fact that he walks out the tunnel. The first person you see in a blue shirt is Wayne Rooney. That's, to me, the way I looked at it in the summer is the way it should be.
Yeah.
He should be captain. Forget about all the naysayers, all the people who didn't want him back or still hate him. And I know there's still people who do hate him, and I know that for a fact. They were bitter enough not to have come round to him.
Each to their own.
But that's it. Fine. But that's what I want to see. But now he's leading. But now what I love is you can see him leading on the pitch.
Yeah.
And you watch him and you go, where's he playing? Doesn't matter where he's playing. We're 3 or 4 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks ago, but you couldn't say that 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's like he's gone up a little bit of a step. A few weeks ago, you were playing him in positions and you go, you can never play him there. You can never play him there. No, I know.
The problem with Wayne, he's back in the big bed. And he looks after you.
Well, of course,
he looks after you.
He's back,
and that obviously, regardless, at the end of the day, we can rip them or say whatever, and we think that they're not human beings, but they're human beings. Now, okay, he caused it himself, of course he did, but even so, that turmoil in his life away from his kids,
affects your work.
It affects his workplace, and we needed them. It affected him at a time when we needed them more because everyone else in the team was crap as well. That settled back down. He's gone up a level, like you said. He's got the armband on. I mean, this is a fella that David Unzert left out the side the other week. It's the Kevin Morales, which is
but maybe he left them out because of those reasons. You don't know, do you?
But he's
had a busy day painting in a garden centre.
But I still think you can play him up front, and I still think you can play him in the middle of the park. But you've got to have that.
But at the moment, he's playing in both places.
He is, because Calvert-Lewin's doing such a good job, and we found a way. And the other thing is, don't forget, Gylfi Sigurdsson's fitness has gone from there to there now, and he was
the last few months has actually been his pre-season.
Well, that's it. Then I'd say the last since Allardyce got it. Well, Southampton, Watford, he started improving. Southampton, but certainly since Allardyce's here as well, his level's gone. He's getting up to where you'd expect.
But you're starting to see the deliveries as well.
Yeah, the ball for Ashley Williams. Oh my God!
Williams should have buried that. You know.
Well, to be fair, he got his head on it. If he heads it straight,
if he heads it the other, he heads it back.
Well, he just heads it straight. It's a goal. He flicked it, didn't he? And the keeper, you can see the keeper anticipating it. Whereas if he had, but the delivery was fabulous.
Yeah,
it was flat. It was. I mean, we had the other one in the first half. The header. It's a good move, John. Was it Kenny?
John Joe Kenny wins it, high up the pitch,
and it looks like it's running out for a goal, and he clips it, and Gylfi has the header. So the things are starting to come to fruition now.
But Rooney just looks like a man who's happy. He's scoring goals. He's scoring important goals. He just looks happy. He just like I think you're saying. There's obviously a hole in his life in the last few months, and it's sorted. It's been sorted now, hopefully, and he looks happier. And for me, that defines he defines Everton and who they are for me. And what I love as well is at the end of the game, you seem like giving all you come on the pitch and he's giving all hugs to Ashley Williams and him and John Joe Kenny. You're thinking, I said this in the instant max reaction. If you're John Joe Kenny, if you're Tom Davies, you're Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you're anyone out there, and you look how hard Wayne Rooney works, and you know what he's won. You know how many fucking covers of FIFA he's been on.
Everything in club football.
Exactly, and you look at everything he's done. You know, whether it be playing for England, whether it be on a Pepsi advert.
Yeah.
He's got that because he's worked hard in his career, and he's got the rewards for it. And what that says to those players is that if you want to do anything with your career, you've got to work hard. You've got to. I had an argument with some kid the other week, and he was telling me that Messi doesn't work hard, and I just thought, you don't know anything about football. Like, if you honestly think footballers just walk around the pitch,
top footballers.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what makes top footballers. You look at Ronaldo, and he takes his top off, and you just think, fuck me, lads, you do some work in the gym. But he does it for a reason. It doesn't sort of keeps him up there. And you look at someone like, I don't know, like Delafeu we mentioned before, and you think, you could be anything you want, but you're a lazy bastard. You'll never be that. And I think that's the most important thing about Wayne Rooney, is that he is the example now to all those other players that for a 32-year-old, is he? 32 last week or something, was it?
October.
He's got that drive and that hunger. You know what? Dead easy. He was at Man United.
Yeah.
Everyone had wrote him off. He leaves, he comes back to his boyhood club. Everyone goes, oh, I don't know where this goes. It would have been very, very easy to just go, dun, 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 dun. Drop the standards, because you don't have to. You've got 2 years, you're getting the money, you're happy, you've got all your money. Dead easy to drop his. Rooney's standards have gone up for Man United, because he knows he's got more on his shoulders now.
I was going to say, he knows he's got something to prove coming back, hasn't he?
It's not just that, he's got something to do. He's got something to carry. And I just feel like that's him at the moment. Right now, at this moment, you just look at Rooney and go, he loves the fact that he's carrying Everton.
But this was it's the whole Gerrard with Liverpool thing. This is what it is with it. This is how he would have wanted it, Rooney, is that we're now looking to him to do it, and he's producing.
Well, I was having this conversation with my mate on Sunday watching the match, and this is about 30 seconds before we got the penalty, and we were saying Rooney needs to come off, but he
was just about to come off.
The thing is in situations like that, those are the type of chances you want Rooney to be on the end, like on either end of it, as such. Like, and it's like you say about the Gerrard thing.
Making noises.
It's the Gerrard thing.
That's the thing. The pass for Calvert-Lewin the other day was unreal, and then again last night you can see him looking for the switch, and a couple of the crossfield balls were incredible. But you're right. He's carrying us, and he's loving it. He's the captain. There was so much pressure on him coming back, because he knew that people would be picking holes in anything he did. That he knew there'd be a portion of the fan base that would never forgive him. He's got his dad watching him in the crowd. He's carrying his lad, his kids. It's their club. All of them. Okay, he's a United legend and all that, but Everton's his club. And you look at it, so there's all of that, and he knows he had to be it. And while there was a little bit of disharmony at home and all that, he wasn't at his level, but he was still one of our best players, just because of his ability. Where now he's settled, he's got the armband on, he's got a manager who believes in him, and you can see when he came off a couple of times under Koeman, and even under it, you can see him like he was pissed off. He'd like be walking off like me. Whereas now with Allardyce, you see him go like that, and he goes, alright, and he goes and puts the arm, because he knows that Allardyce loves him and will look after him, and the staff.
But that's it, isn't looking after him because of the tiredness and stuff.
We need him again, don't we? Going to need him again Monday. You see when he come off the bench, he's laughing and he's limping, he's smiling, and everyone's hugging him. And then you're right, he could go like that. I've done it all. Trackie on down the tunnel, shower, whistle goes, he's back on over to the Everton fans. He's with John Joe Kenny, giving it all that, and they're all made. And I know, listen, winning makes us all like that. We wouldn't even be looking at these things. Abby got beat. So you'd always look at the little things. But you're right, Paddy. He's carrying the club on his shoulders, and he's loving every minute of it. And we are.
And that's it. And that's. I don't know. I suppose that was the transition that needed, not in a way, because he was never going to. I mean, for me, I would have given the captain armband day one. Wouldn't have meant anything to me. Listen, if he's back at the club, you use him. I mean, I sat in the sun and I said, I want him. People say, don't want him back, he's finished. I do want him. And I want him back because I want to see what happens. If it all ends up in tears, then but I want to see. And we've had,
he's already come back and ticked a few things off.
Exactly.
His 100 stars,
stored in Anfield.
But I think he's got the most goals in a season, or he's equal to the most goals. I know he played at Everton for 2 seasons, but he's already on. So this will be his highest ever season as an Everton goal scorer as well. Scored in a Mayside derby. He's only got the trophy now to take off, hasn't he, at Everton? sort that way.
So's everyone else.
So,
Yeah.
but that's a big thing though. I see people like John Joe Kenny walking off going, and I think you're another Everton, you're a blue.
Yeah.
Even though someone last week was telling me he was a red, but I'm not having that.
Well, you've seen I think it was a Telegraph at the art of I would rather win a derby at Anfield
Yeah, exactly, than the World Cup.
He's a blue now.
He's a blue,
Yeah.
and he's got Wayne Rooney, and he's walking off with Wayne Rooney, and you know they're giving him, he'll be giving him advice every single day. That's what you want. And listen, I'd rather Wayne Rooney lifted a trophy for us than anyone else in the world. Anybody in the world, I want Wayne Rooney lifting a trophy for us. And I just at the moment you can just see how important. But that'll raise other people will raise to that. And I'm saying Sigurdsson, you can see, because Sigurdsson's suddenly gone, well, hang on, I'm playing with Wayne Rooney and we're playing well, and it just gets everyone playing a little bit better.
The other thing as well is when a manager comes in and they break the stuff down and you start winning games, everyone buys into it. Everyone, because you're winning games. Yeah. So you start going, I will run that extra bit harder, I will, and they start bonding because they're doing it, and
it's that extra 10% that comes with, like, you know, with confidence and you know, enjoying the game as opposed to.
Well, look at when Sammy Lee come in. I don't think any of us were open top bussing it when he was getting brought in. We were all like, Sammy Lee, you legend. Everyone's like that. No, I see Sammy Lee celebrating there with the goal, and look at this. And last night you see him and Allardyce is like that. Lee's there, and fast clap,
fast clap.
You know, fast clap was there. Know what I mean? But he's another one. We're talking about that Scouse mentality. He's got that in abundance,
and he's a professional as well. At the end of the day, you know.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments on this one. Big win, big away win. Hopefully sets us up for the platform to win more away games. Because honestly, you only have to win off 5 or 6 or 7 and
you win the World Cup.
I don't know if you win the World Cup. Well, if you're in Russia and you win 7 or 8 away games, you probably will win the World Cup.
Or if you're in America, you win the world. Anything if you win anything.
True. Yeah. Although you've got to win 473 away games over there. If it's baseball.
Every 2 days.
Yeah, play every 2 days. Yeah, there you go. Let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching Toffee TV, The Final Word. Big thanks to Michael for coming in, and we'll see you later.